Hi everyone, Allison here, your guest designer for the Counterfeit Kit Challenge this month. And I thought I would help Misty out with some forgeries on the 4th. And I was watching her kit building video, and she had the paper that this particular paper in the kit reminded me of. And it's a Shimelle Main paper. And I searched through my stash and I do not have it. I searched through my scrap bin and I don't have it. I did end up pulling some extra scraps of circle prints and other prints that I thought might work with the kit, and I've sort of tucked them into my kit, and so I'll talk about those when I use them. But today I thought I might give a go at making a paper like this using all my inks that I pulled out and some mint tape and some stamps. Now, I went through my stash and I have a few different sets that have circle motifs on them. This is a pretty old Simon Says stamp set. I used to subscribe to their kits. This is called Amazing. So it's at 2018. Yeah. But I thought the circles could come in handy. Now, this particular graphic has like half circles, so I thought I could maybe block off half the circle with my mint tape and stamp over it. I was actually thinking I could stamp with one of the lighter colors first and then stamp over it with a darker color once I've sort of masked off half the circle. Anyways, we will see how that goes when we get there. The other things that I looked for in my stash were stencils. I don't have anything with really big circles. This was sort of the biggest circle I had, and I don't think that's going to be big enough. This is a layered stamp from Honeybee. So I've kind of ditched the stencil idea. The other stamps that I have I'm going to find it on my desk here. This one from Catherine Pooler. And so that might come into play as well. But first, let's see if we can make this happen. Actually, before I get to that, there's another forgery that I have already done. So I wanted to show you the inspiration and then what I did. And now these images are kind of blown out because on the computer they're very teeny tiny, and so I wanted to make them a little bit bigger so you could sort of see what I was inspired by. These are a couple of the journaling card sets that match the collection that the kit is that we are using for the inspiration this month. And I thought I could use the stamp set that I put into the kit with some of the 6x6 papers and create some of these more rectangular journaling cards. Like this one's got a notebook edge, this one's got a postage stamp edge. So I took out some papers. Oh, I just threw a whole bunch on the floor. So this is that Pinkfresh 6x6 paper pad that I put into my kit, and I grabbed 3 papers. I used that circular stamp set to create this one. I'm not sure I'm loving it, so I haven't made any more like this, but that is an option, I suppose. But with these 2 papers, I used the stamps, and for this one I used a postage edge die. That just sounds wrong. From Spellbinders. Oops, upside down. That's this layered one. And after I stamped the images, I just die cut them. And then for this particular stamp, I just cut it out on 3 sides. I left a top margin, and then I just use a binding edge punch to create that notebook edge. And I thought that mimicked really well some of these larger journaling cards in there. I did pull out a paper, and I don't know, it's in scraps, so I don't know who the manufacturer is. It might be a Vicky Bouton paper, it might, sorry, Amy Tangerine paper, but I'm not really sure. All I have are the scraps, like literally scraps. I think it's Amy Tangerine. But These shapes reminded me of some of these more blobby, that's a technical term there, blobby journaling spots. So I added this into my stash. The colors are, some of them are okay. Like these would work. It's not quite the right pink. It's not quite the right chartreuse is not really in the color scheme, and I don't really think we have orange, although it's sort of showing up there. But anyways, I threw those into my kit. And these are ready to go for a layout. And then there's one that I threw on the floor. Okay, but let's get to trying to make that circular background. So I'm going to start with the two solid circles, and I'll probably alternate, I think. Okay, so let's start with some of the lighter colors. Oop, throw my stamp onto it. We're just gonna go for it. Do one there. Oh, apparently there was green on that already. And this is in like alternating rows, like offset, I guess would be the word. I'm gonna clean that. Might as well clean this other one, because if one's dirty, then the odds are that the other one's dirty too, right? Okay, let's try that again. This is not going to be perfect. Okay, now let's switch to a different color. Oh, and I do want to add in some of those little ones. So let's actually switch to a different color in the little one. And now we're just really making up our own pattern, aren't we? Well, it's a true forgery, I guess, then. Okay, let's clean that one. Go back to the big block, the big circle, I mean. Did I clean that one? I can't remember. I'm thinking no. It's looking very, I don't know. I was thinking it was looking very orange, but I must have cleaned it. So yay me. Okay. Now, before I go any further, I want to try this masking with the mint tape. Because it might just go horribly wrong, but it might work. You never know. So let's go to a nice contrasting color like the pine needles. And my thought was to take the mint tape, put it over half of the stamp, and then stamp, into my ink pad, which you can't see because it's off camera, and I tried to come right to the edge of the stamp pad. So you could try and do this without the mint tape. And then I'm just gonna try and line it up as best I can, but I'm not actually gonna be worried about it being super accurate. That's not bad. I'll put my tape back. And then here, I'm just gonna move my ink pad down here so you can see. I'm just really trying to hit that edge. I'm not trying to cover my mint tape with ink as well. And then this has got, it's sort of the circles are not all in the same orientation. Wow, that was not lined up at all. Whoops. Should we try and fix it? This could go horribly wrong. Well, we just know to put something there, right? Okay, let's do one more. I think I like it better on the pink than I do on the yellow. And I'm going to try and cover this other green that's already on this pink one here. Oh, I forgot to take the tape off. Oh shoot, I'm making a giant mess. You get the idea though, right? Okay, so let's try a different color now. New piece of mint tape. And we're gonna go red. Do not drop the stamp. I'm gonna go over the yellow. And we'll do some on the pink. Yeah. Now let's do some of the little ones as well. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm going to keep going with this, and I think I will do the large circles in our speckled egg. And yeah, keep going from there. So considering that I messed up these two, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to use this as a full sheet of paper. Be an accent piece. It's all good. Okay. I will come back when this is all covered in circles. Okay, all done. And a couple of things. I decided not to do the small circles. I felt like, well, the bigger circles, it wasn't going to take as long. I'm a lazy scrapbooker. Plus, I felt that it really mimicked the inspiration paper better. And so, yeah. So, like I said earlier, this pattern won't necessarily be used as a whole sheet. And I just realized I forgot one of my alternate colors there. I will grab that later. Anyways, that is my forgery on the 4th, that one, and my little journaling blocks. So I can't wait to see what you guys make. See you later.